Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here this afternoon with Dutch and Brandy, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Dutch's ability to understand and respond to his formal on-leash obedience commands, the correction and the motivation that we give the puppies when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Brandy is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and she keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in her right hand. That leaves her left hand free to give very minimal correction, which is just a little tug and release on the training collar. And that is the second piece of equipment that we're using. You'll be introduced to several different types of training equipment. We want you to be comfortable with what you're using and know how to use it properly during your follow-up training session tomorrow afternoon. Now Dutch is sitting very nicely at Brandy's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. And the first exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is heeling. Heeling is proper leash walking, and the command is Dutch heel. Now at this point, little Dutch has a job to do, and that is to maintain pace with you when you're walking with him. And as you can see, he stays right next to Brandy's left leg, and every time she stops walking, he has been taught to sit automatically without being told to wait for his next command. So when you're walking on the street and you stop to cross traffic or you stop to talk to a neighbor, Dutch has been taught to sit automatically without being told to wait for his next command. If he doesn't do it, Brandy says no, sit, and she gave that little tug that we talked about, and he goes right back to doing it. He's making good eye contact, he's looking up at her, he's focused and paying attention. And I'll tell you what, for a toy breed, he's a sweet little guy. And he's done a really, really good job here at school. Brandy talks to him to encourage him. I don't know if you can hear her, but I can. And she's talking to him and telling him what a good boy he is. And he is hugging her left leg and staying right next to her. She's going to leave him in a sit-stay, which is a hand and a voice command. And because it is a stationary exercise, we do not use his name. You're going to practice this exercise indoors as well as outdoors, and you're going to go from about 20 to 30 seconds slowly up to 3 minutes. When Brandy returns back to him, she quickly returns all the way around him. That's an additional distraction, and it's a little tough for him because it's a trust issue, you getting behind him. So work on that, make sure he's allowing you to return to him. And they take off heeling again. Dutch has done such a great job, and he's come such a long way in a relatively short period of time from what he was till today. And everybody here loves him here at school. So Brandy leaves him, she walks out to the end of her leash, she turns to face him, and this time instead of returning back to him, Brandy's going to use his name and a happy voice, and she's going to call him. It's Dutch, come, and Dutch has been taught to come and sit, not come and jump on you. And then he goes back to heel, and he goes back to sitting. Right, good boy. And he loves to know he's doing a good job. Like you can see the tail goes up, and right away he's all happy with himself and proud to show off. Now if he doesn't sit, it's no sit, that little tug. She's going to leave him in another sit stay, and she's going to demonstrate that come on command again. Let him sit there in between commands for a minute. She calls him in, he comes right in and sits perfectly. You have to get that little jump in there. It's hard for Pomeranians to keep all four on the ground, that's for sure. But we don't want to encourage his jumping. Now the next series of commands that we're going to demonstrate for you are your down commands, and there are two. The first one is the down from a heel position. So with the dog seated at your left, you take your left open palm, push it straight down toward the ground, and Dutch has his own version of the down, which we said we could substitute bang, because he likes to lay flat and play dead. Your long down stay, again, you can practice indoors as well as outdoors, and it's about 1 minute working slowly up to 5 minutes. These exercises help to develop his self-control, his focus, his maturity. Brandy returns back to him. He remains lying there until he gets another command. He heals right up out of that. Have him sit first, left open palm, straight down toward the ground, the one-word command to down and stay. And you can also call him out of this exercise. Good boy. He is so cute. We all could take this guy home. And the very last command that we're going to demonstrate for you is your down from a distance. So with the dog seated at your left, you leave him in a stay. You turn to face him. You're going to use your right hand to give the command. He's kind of looking in the wrong direction. Right hand to give the command, straight down toward the ground and stay. So we have demonstrated for you all of Dutch's formal on-leash obedience commands. We do recommend that you practice with him. This is a great way to get positive reinforcement, for him to have a sense of accomplishment, for you to keep your commands fresh, and for everything to go smoothly once he goes home. We have enjoyed every minute of having him and his sister when she was here, and we're going to miss them like crazy, so keep us posted. Thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company, and we will see you real soon.